I've been trying to make it through, ain't got no time for no break. Daddy told me just keep moving, don't make time for the hate. Everybody can't be doing what you doing, you be great. I've been walking with this greatness, I just play it like it's great. I've been trying to make it through, ain't got no time for no break. Daddy told me just keep moving, don't make time for the hate. Everybody can't be doing what you doing, you be great. I've been walking with this greatness, I just play it like it's great.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of COSAS Buenas. Today I am here with the amazing Crystal. She is the owner of Glam Tings, so Tiki Boutique, and she's just always doing a lot of amazing things. I'm going to kind of let her explain a little bit about what she's doing. And yeah, let's get into the interview. So tell us about yourself, girl.
Okay, so my name is Crystal Alanis. A lot of people, why I say that because a lot of people know me as Glam Things or Glam Tings. It's really Glam Things.
Okay, good to know.
I'm 27 years old. I'm an Aries.
I feel like just throw that in.
Yeah. I have two kids. My daughter, she's 10. Her name's Brianna, and my son is 5, and his name is Aiden. And I do both makeup and hair. I'm not like a hair colorist, or I don't cut hair or anything like that. I did go to school I'm a licensed cosmetologist, but I don't do that. I do events. I like makeup. I like styling hair. So I do that. And then I also do extensions, which are mermaid extensions. And then they're microbead and hand tied. And then I also have my So Tiki online store happening right now. Well, yeah, I'm working on it. So
Well, some.
Yeah. And I'm from Fort Worth, so yeah.
Yeah, so that is all about Crystal. So a little background, her and I have like been Instagram supporters of each other for probably like a few years now, I think. Back when I first started doing makeup. And she's just always been super like real and humble and down to earth. So we originally started following each other, I guess, because of makeup stuff. I've actually learned a lot from just what she posts and stuff like that. And it's been amazing to watch like your journey over the last few years. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, how did you get started with makeup, and then how did that turn into like your whole basically like glam business now?
So funny thing, I used to hate makeup.
Really?
I used to hate makeup. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I used to hate it. So
Yeah.
Me and my best friend at the time, she actually used to do my makeup, but now it's like vice versa. I do her makeup.
That's funny.
I don't know. I got into it because, like I finished high school, and we were young. We were too busy trying to go out all the time. And of course I wanted to look good. So that's how it started. So I got into it. It all started with the Naked 2 palette. It all started with that palette.
I feel like it's
yeah. So I don't know. It went on from there, and I just really got into it. And then, so with hairstyling, I've always loved hairstyling, but I forgot how much I loved it. So whenever I was younger, I used to lock me and my sister, my little sister, because I'm the oldest of 5.
Oh, nice.
So so I used to lock me and my sister in the restroom, and we used to be in there for like 3 hours, and I used to just do her hair, like
sit down.
Yeah, you can ask like anybody I've been in elementary school with. I was always the one with like different hairstyles, or like
Just always been a trendsetter, girl.
Yeah, trend setting in freaking elementary school. But it's funny because I used to wear like baby oil gel in my hair, like crazy. But all the girls were like, "What do you have in your hair?" We're like in 3rd or 4th grade.
It looks good, right? It looks good.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So it just started. I've always loved hairstyling, but I forgot how much I loved it when I got into makeup. And then one day, I had a wedding to do, and they asked me if I can do this hairstyle, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. Because I used to like style hair on myself, but I didn't really do it on clients or anything like that. It was just really makeup. And then I don't know, after that, I like found it again. Like I was just like, oh, I love doing hair. Like, why did I forget that I used to love doing this?
Yeah.
And No, yeah, so it just went from there. I did color hair. I was like a color specialist in cosmetology school, but the money's not worth it.
It's a lot of like tedious work, girl.
Yeah, it's very time consuming, and at that time the prices for hair coloring were not the prices that they are now.
Yeah, no,
I feel like now they're worth it, but before they weren't worth it. And I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, I can make more money doing makeup and hair, you know, than this or whatever. So, because usually a client usually takes about, 6 to 8 hours, and like that's like what, $200, $220 the most at that time. When I can make that in 2 hours. I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. So I stopped coloring hair. I was never a fan of cutting hair, so I never got into that.
Yeah.
But I stopped coloring hair, and I just strictly did makeup and hair. And I want to say last year is when I really got good at hairstyling, or like the past 2 years, and it just went on from there for like hairstyling. Like people, because usually it just used to be makeup, but they're like, no, I want you to style my hair.
Well, you have there's like a specific like kind of style that you have. Well, I don't know, maybe like not specific, but
it's
like
the half up, half down, the big
maybe
hair.
not so much that, but like I feel like I would go to you if I needed something like very like beautiful and formal. Like I don't want just like a messy updo or something like that. Like I want something like really pretty and like just, I don't know, like when I think of your hairstyles, I think of like a like really formal like wedding or like quinceañera or something like that. And it's not like something thrown together. Like you can tell you really take your time, like even down to the curls, like the shape of everything. Like y'all, her work on like her makeup work is beautiful too, but her work on hair, she has like a unique kind of style to her, like that I would only go to her for that type stuff. She's really like perfected it. So no, girl, like your work is bomb.
Thank you. That's actually my favorite type of hair.
Really?
Like I honestly, I get salty when they ask for like bohemian. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, whatever. You're going to a wedding, but okay.
You're so basic. Stop.
Exactly.
I cannot. Nope, I feel you though. Well, and like, cause a lot of people like have strayed away from the really formal type of hairstyles, and like, I still love them. And to me, they almost remind me a little bit of like 90s, 2000s sometimes. Yeah. And it's just so pretty to me. Like it's timeless in pictures, and like it's just beautiful. And
it's beautiful in pictures. That's what people don't understand. It's beautiful in pictures. But
yeah, it's literally like anybody can do a braid and a little button.
Yeah,
not
anybody can throw some curls and some hair.
okay, exactly. That's crazy that you said you weren't even like into makeup and stuff to begin with, because like this whole journey might not have even like happened the way it has. Like that's just the way how life works. How are you feeling like now that you've kind of been in the business for a while? How does it feel to kind of like have gotten better and like you're in a place now where you're established and known for your work?
So actually I'm burnt out.
You're tired?
If we're gonna be honest, I'm gonna be honest on here. I'm a little burnt out already. I used to like wake up at 4 a.m, and I used to have my first client at 5 a.m, and I used to finish like at 8 p.m. I'm like burnt out. So this year and last year is when I decided to cut how many people I'm gonna do. So before I would do like 13 people a day.
Girl, oh my God.
Yeah, or sometimes more. Like I wanted to get everybody in, and I was scared to say no, because I was building, like my clientele, and like building, who I am on social media. So I was scared to say no. So whenever people would ask me, I'm like, yes. So there was a couple times where I double booked myself. I broke down. I'm just like, oh my God, like I would feel so bad. But it happens, and as I'm in the industry more, I'm like, I really don't give a fuck anymore. Like it's what it is. It's me working for, like, yeah, you're hiring me, but I don't know how to explain it. I'm not gonna be that really nice person anymore, because I've been stepped on
of your time
too long. Yeah. So now I just do 4 people. It's either 4 for both hair and makeup, or it's 8 of the same services. So I just want to work for 8 hours, and that's it. So yeah, and I feel like my life has chilled out a lot, because I would like, at that time I was working a Monday through Friday job too, and then I'd still do that I was working every day
on top of being a mom and like managing that and everything. Oh girl.
Yeah, so I was just tired. I'm actually focusing more on my extensions, just because it's more stable for me. A lot of people, I still did it, but I actually do. I just don't advertise it as much. but now I am advertising it way more, well, than what I used to. But I've been kind of MIA right now. I don't know. I've been going through like, I wouldn't say I'm going through stuff, because I'm not, but I'm just going through something within myself. Like, I don't know.
I feel you. It's something, girl, I understand with like getting burnt out. Like you get to a point where it's like, was this job and like worth getting a babysitter and worth being super tired and worth like not getting any kind of day off this week? I think people think like hair and makeup, they're like, oh, it's fun. Like, you know, it's not that serious, but like it's hard work. Like you're on your feet the whole time. Like, and especially putting as much like focus and effort into stuff like Crystal does, like it's draining. So I don't know. I feel like it's a time to where people are learning how to chill a little bit and just like figure out stuff with themselves instead of being so busy all the time. So thank you for keeping it real.
No, yeah. So I say I'm burnt out because that's how I'm gonna get into. That's why I got into the Sotiki with hair and makeup. I've always loved doing that, but it's not my thing. Okay. My thing is clothes. My thing is shoes.
Let's talk about that. Yes.
Yeah. That's me. So I got my cosmetology license. So whenever I finished high school, because I was a teen mom, so whenever I finished high school, my goal was to be a dental hygienist because they made money, and I had a thing for teeth at that time. I don't know why. Cool. But then, yeah, so I really thought about it. I'm like, do I really want to do that? That's gross. Because like I don't do blood. I don't do spit, like saliva. I don't do any kind of body fluids. That's disgusting to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because at the time, I didn't have any money. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to go to school to figure out if this is what I want to do and waste time and money. So I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm broke. I don't have time to think. Like, or I can't do that. Like, I can't bullshit in school and figure out what I want to do. Like, no, I have a child. So I was like, so I was just working for, I think, the first year. And then the second year after high school, that's when I realized, I was like, I told my mom, and I was just like, I really want to go to beauty school. But the only reason why I didn't, was holding me back, was my grandma. So she was like, everybody does that. And I was just like, ooh, you know, like, and I wanted my grandma proud of me. So I was just like, yeah. So
like, I thought I had my mom here.
Yeah. So my mom, she was like, just go. If that's what you want to go do it. I'll watch Brianna for you. So I was like, okay. So I was working from 9 to 5. After 9 to 5 here in Burleson, I would have to drive all the way to Arlington right after, and then I'd go to school. So it was from, I think, 5:30 to like 10 or something like that. So, and then I lived all the way in River Oaks. This is like, these parts of town over here is like, they're like 20-30 minutes. So, you know, like, it's just like a whole bunch of commutes, and I wouldn't get home till like 11. And then my daughter, she had just started pre-K. So I was like, you know, like, I was working like 2 to 3 jobs for a really long time. So I'm tired of doing that. I just want to spend time with my kids. Honestly, I want to be alone at home. Not alone at home. I want to spend time with my family. Yeah. I've already done the party life. I've already been through everything. So now I'm just like wanting to settle down. I actually want more kids. Ooh, so yeah. So
baby coming soon.
No, yeah. So I was just like, man, what else is it that I like? And my boyfriend, when I told him like about the store, he was just like, why haven't you done that? And I was like, right? Like, honestly, why haven't I done it?
It's right up your alley. Yes.
Yeah. So me wanting to spend more time with my family and, you know, just like easing off of glam things, like slowly but surely. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to work on it and just do it. And that way that can be my thing. But like, while I was doing it, I was happy doing it. Like, I was so excited. Like, I was just like, oh my God. And it's funny how things work out, because like, I always forget this because I sometimes take my life for granted sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's honest.
Yeah. So I was like, some days I'll be here, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like, what the but I'm just like, wait, this is what I wanted. I wanted to work my own schedule at one time. I wanted to be with my kids, you know, and I'm just like, why am I complaining? Like, at one time too, I think it was like 3 years ago, a friend of mine had asked me if I wanted to like sell shirts, but like you know, with like something that I like made on it or something like that. It started with shirts, and they're like, do you want to, like, basically like, would you like to start your own like clothing? And I'm like, I would love to, but I don't have the money for it right now. And he was like, okay, you know, like, that's fine. He's like, you know, I could always pay for it, but I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to have the money for it. You know, I left it alone. And I think it's funny because like this year I thought about it. Like, I was just like, oh shit, like, here I am doing it. What the
Literally, yeah, like from one little thing to, it's crazy how God works. Like, you just never know.
Yeah.
Like, if you're willing to walk through the doors and like just be open to the opportunities, like,
yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. I love it. I'm so happy for you.
What I was saying was my cosmetology license or whatever, I always thought about it as a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I always knew that this wasn't something I wanted to do forever. Like, I always knew that this was not going to be like my forever thing to, you know, to get me through life. So yeah, but I knew fashion wasn't a thing in Texas. So I was just like, oh, and me moving out of state wasn't like a question, you know? So I left it alone. But now with social media, like, there's just so much you can do. Like, there really is. And Texas is starting to trend really, I mean, a lot. We're the fastest growing, you know.
Literally. No, totally. And like, there's opportunity now. Like, you have an audience that you wouldn't have had before without social media. So like,
yeah.
And you've
so
taken,
I feel like everything happens for a reason. So yeah, because I know some people, they get surprised when I say I don't want to do makeup and hair no more. But it's really no surprise to me. This was always the plan. It was never mine for everything. So
I love it. I love that you had put thought into that before, because I'm such a person who, like, I get an idea and I'm like, oh, I want to go do that right now. And like, I don't always put thought into things, and it shows. And something that I love about you is that you can tell that you put thought into stuff. And like, it's just, it shows. Yeah. So Crystal's already, to me, like a fashion icon on her own. Like, she has a really like unique style. It's like glam. It's cute. It's trendy, but without being like everybody else, if that makes sense. So I think it was like awesome. Whenever she announced that she was opening her boutique, I was like, yes, like, this is already going to be, like, I knew before she posted the pictures of the actual clothes, like, they were going to be fire. And sure enough, they are. So let's talk a little bit about like your style for the boutique. Like, what was kind of your vision when you were starting to plan actually making it happen?
As you know, like, I'm real extra. I mean, it doesn't look like it right now. I've been, you know.
Y'all don't know potential, y'all. You'll see in the pictures right now. I know, girl, I understand.
But I'm real extra. So like, I wanted like stuff that when people are going out to events or like just something real special and they really wanted to dress up. I don't want like just basic clothing. I don't want the basics or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love a white tee.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to sell that. So I was just like, no, like, I want like clothes that girls need for their birthday, for a wedding, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving and sala. Like, that's what I wanted. So, and that's what I'm leaning towards. And that's why, I mean, I know my prices are a little high, but honestly, it's just because those clothes are expensive.
I mean, let's keep it real, because people don't want to spend money on clothes these days. And like, to me, clothing can be an investment. Like, if you get a good piece, like, that's one thing about Crystal. She's really good at, like, she'll tell you with her pieces, like, okay, I can do this with that. So can we talk a little bit about that? Like, why should you spend more money on your clothes? Because fast fashion isn't going to be it forever.
Because honestly, you know what? And I'm not gonna lie, I personally love fast fashion as well when I was broke, you know, because I had this expensive taste, but you know, like, I couldn't afford it. So fast fashion was like, okay, I love fast fashion. But honestly, as I'm getting older, I'm just like, I'm gonna wear it one time and like it's gonna tear, or it's like, I don't know, I'm getting pickier with my clothes. I'm getting pickier with my materials. Like, I don't know, like, that's why I got rid of so many jeans. That's why I got rid of so many clothes. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm telling you, I'm just going through, I don't know, I guess self-growth, or I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I'm over it. Like, I really am. Like, I was telling my best friend, like, I don't want to be seen as a baddie anymore. Like, I want to be seen as the businesswoman that I think I am. So I'm actually, I know this is like not, you know, but this is a big deal for me. Like, I'm not doing long nails anymore. Like, I'm over long nails.
What?
Yes. Like,
okay, how did this happen? Because this is like signature for Crystal. Her nails are always on point, y'all.
So I don't know. I just feel like they're not. I want to be perceived as this classy businesswoman, even though, like, I know I'm not that classy, but you know, like, that's that's the image that I want to give off. And like, I just feel like the long nails are not it anymore. Like, I just want to go with like neutral nails, like something real short, and it just goes with everything. Like when I look at my pictures, I'm like, my nails do not go with that outfit. Why am I wearing those nails? You know? So I'm just like, I'm just gonna get neutral nails, and they just look classier to me. So
you're getting just, like your grown woman, like
yes, like I'm actually, I don't know, I'm growing into the grown woman that I am.
I love it. No, but to me, like, so honestly, the image you've given off, even though like you are a baddie, like you do represent like just being business minded and being smart. So like, don't think that like you were only a baddie before, because it's definitely there. But I see what you're saying, like the transition that you're making. Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, like people call me a baddie and stuff. Like, I don't want to do that no more. Like, I don't want to be that no more. Like all, like everybody else is that. This is where it goes into like everybody else is doing what that is. Like everybody else is doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I've never been the person to do whatever everybody else is doing. I want to stand out. And so, yeah, even though everybody has like short nails, but I don't care. Like, it's going to go on my outfit. If there's anything wrong with that, I love long nails. Like, I really do. I feel like that was my way of expressing the colors that I love and everything like that. But I'm over it. I just want to express it in my clothes and the pieces that I've been adding to my website. I know they're not on there, but the pieces that I've been adding to my website, like I'm expressing myself through my website now. So now that I've found something else to like express who I am, I'm like over nails already. So I actually saw a friend yesterday and she was like, where have you been? You've been MIA, like on Instagram. I'm like, girl, I don't know, I'm just going through it. Not that I'm going through it in a bad way. I don't know. I've just been thinking it to myself, and like I'm on it, and I'm actually moving my house around, like organizing it and stuff. And I was telling her, I was like, my house is just a mess right now. Like, I can't think while my house is like unorganized, because I'm a very organized person. Like, I really am. But that's another thing. So I don't know. I've just been going through it here in my house.
It's okay. I mean, that's real though. Like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, especially with quarantine. Like, girl, it's real life. Like, and I think you're being honest and raw about it, because it's easy to get on somewhere and be like, oh yeah, like I'm just taking time to work on some stuff. But like, it's also totally okay to admit, like, look, y'all, I need to get my stuff together. I don't know what's going on, but I need to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know what, like, I didn't, you know, like, it's not like I woke up like I want to be this person. Like, no, like I've just been thinking about stuff. I've really been just like thinking to myself, and I don't know. I just, like you said, evolving, I guess.
Yeah, no, and that's a good, I think growth should always be happening. So the fact that you're open to it and like you can sense it, okay, something's going on, like let me take this time to myself, like that's pretty mature. Because I don't know, sometimes when I would be feeling like that with myself, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna make myself busier, and then like you never really, like fix things. So,
yeah,
no, I respect you for that. Now that you've taken the time and like you're focusing on what makes you happy, like has that made any positive changes happen in your life, or are we still waiting to see that?
It is, but it's real slow.
Okay.
Like real slow. But I see the change in my kids though. I see how they are with me, and it's different. And they always like, now not that they never wanted to be with me, but now like they need me, and it feels good. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I
don't know.
You explained it perfect. I know what you mean. Yeah. Like they want you there. They're happy to have you there. And it's like, it feels like you needed. You want your kids to want you. So.
With my son starting school, I didn't want to put him through the same thing that I put Brianna through. So, you know, having a babysitter pick her up, go to the babysitter after, pick her up at 10 p.m., go home, sleep. Like, it's basically what we do. Just sleep together. And I didn't like that. So
I can have a conversation with them sometimes.
Yeah, they talk to me, and I'm just like, I think it's so cute and funny. Like,
kids are funny, man. They save the most.
Yeah, they are. They're so funny. No, yeah. So
I love it.
I'm burnt out. I'm done. Like, well, I wouldn't say I'm done, because I do miss doing quinces and stuff like that, but I don't miss working as long as I used to.
Yeah, no, it gets tiring. It gets tiring. And then when by the time you're home, you don't have the energy. Like, if the kids are awake, you're just like, I'm tired. Let me just sit here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about like Sotiki, and just kind of like, we already said you wanted your pieces to be for special occasions, like, you know, like they're good quality, they're of a certain like caliber and stuff like that. Has anybody inspired you? Like, do you have any kind of fashion inspirations or style inspirations? It's okay if you don't.
Yeah, like, I don't want people to think like, oh, of course she doesn't, you know, but like, I really don't. I don't know. I just see what I like, and I want it. Like, and you know what? It's weird. I hate to say, like, I don't mean to be like, oh, you know, whatever, but like, it's weird that like, I kind of like, I sound like Karen off of Mean Girls, like
I'm dead. You're like
psychic or whatever. But I swear, like I know when stuff is about to like trend. It's so weird. Like I'll find myself in the thrift store, and I'll just be like, I feel like this piece, like I'll look at it, I'm like, this is so like, this is not in, but I feel like this is gonna be in. Like I need this piece. Like this is gonna look so cute with this, you know? And then I don't know. Sure enough, like months later, it's in. Like you see it.
It's just
I'm
in.
like, what the fuck? Yeah, like I don't know. It's like I have a fifth sense.
You know, like, you know, it's raining outside. Like, I cannot. I'm dead. No, I mean, but that's good though. That's talent. I mean, it's in you, girl. If you own it, I would own it if I were you.
Yeah.
I can predict
I
trends.
don't know. It's just weird. Like I see something, I like it, and I'm just like, I want it. Like I don't care if it's not in or anything like that. Like I'll make it. You know, like
I'm gonna
make it look cool. Yeah.
Let's talk about that, because I feel like Crystal, watching her and just like seeing how she dresses, just things like that, she's inspired me to like just kind of own who I am a little bit more and be confident and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people probably follow you for that same reason. So how are you so comfortable with just like doing you?
No, I've always been like this.
That's good. That's cool.
I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I don't know. I've always been the one to just, I've never cared how people view me. I don't care. I really don't care.
I love it.
Anybody can think anything about me. I really don't give a
yeah.
But I don't know. That's just who I am. Like my daughter, she's real sensitive, and I always tell her, like, why are you like that? You know, like I tell her I wasn't like that. So I don't get it sometimes. Sometimes I don't like understand her, because I was never like that. But I mean, I understand me and her are two different people, and she's growing up in a very different generation. But I feel like as I get older, I really don't care. Like I just really don't care how people view me or anything like that. Like I know me. So I really don't care.
Like, I mean, first of all, you're not going to have very many wrinkles when you get older, because being unbothered is the best, like, anti-aging. So I love it. I love it. And honestly, guys, sometimes, even if that is just kind of how she was, I think that is key. Just, like, kind of learning not to care. Even if you're like me and you're not naturally like that, trying to be like that and working at not caring, it really does make a difference. Because then you just start to make choices that make you happy. And, like, even like she said, she'll see something, and if it's not in, she grabs it because she knows she can make it work. And I love that girl. So like, what kind of things can we expect to see from Sotiki from now to the end of the year? I love the pieces you put out this summer and stuff, and I'm super excited to see what you're gonna have coming out.
I'm still working on it, but a lot of like new holiday pieces and stuff like that. I don't know, like I said, I love being extra, and I feel like I can express that with putting that out. So you guys will see a lot of that and a lot of colors. I've never been one for black. I pick white over black any day.
Really?
That's always been me, yeah. But I've never been one to just like neutral colors. No. Like I love vivid colors. Like I like bright colors. I love pink. I love all colors.
Yes.
So it's gonna be very colorful, of course, because I mean I don't like just black and white, you know, or nudes. I love nudes, don't get me wrong, but not all the time. So yeah, like or neutral colors or anything like that. And of course I am going to cater though to like that Instagram mommy style.
Okay, tell us
what I'm talking about.
What is that? I know, but they probably don't, so tell us.
It's very neutral colors. Kind of like pilgrim style stuff. I don't know.
Oh, it's like I don't even know how to, what's the word? Like
house on the prairie. I don't know.
Farmhouse kind of, like a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's like linen, like flowy stuff. Like I said, a lot of neutral colors. Very like you could wear these outfits to multiple places and still look good, kind of.
I'm not a big fan of that. Like I'm really not.
Yeah.
But I have like come across like a few pieces that I do like. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like I would actually wear that. You'll see some of that. And like, you know what? While I was like looking at the pieces, I was like, I don't know if I should put it on there because that's not me. And I feel like people know that's not me. But it is cute. Like it is cute. And I actually would wear like a piece. Like all the pieces that I'm putting out, it would not be pieces that I would not wear.
Okay.
Like these are pieces that I would wear. These are pieces that I love. Like, oh my God, I need that. You know?
Yeah.
So, but a lot of like just very colorful stuff, very formal. I am coming out. Well, you know, like you do know, I'm gonna come out with some more plus size Yeah, so I'm
that.
excited for that. Like, yeah, I'm real excited for that. Because I
Yes.
feel like y'all, like, they don't really have a lot. They don't have a lot. And I feel bad. I'm like, they want to look cute too.
Okay, no, but like, can we talk about that? Because so I'm plus size, y'all. Like, and I've lost a lot of weight, but like I'm still considered plus size. And when she said that she was gonna be catering to that, my heart got so freaking happy because like I love Fashion Nova. That's about my go-to for everything because I know they have stuff in my size. It's gonna be like that what I like. But also like I don't know. You like she just said, there's not a lot of options. Like you either kind of look like a senora or it's like bad copies of what they would have made for somebody a lot smaller than you. So thank you for including this, girl. Like, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it. As I also like want to shop somewhere where like I know that who I'm supporting, like I want to support them, you know, like as much as I love Fashion Nova and like we already said, like I love fast fashion too, but I'm trying to this year like support more small businesses and just support people that, you know, like I love their vision, I love who they are as people, and I just want to see them win. And then also you mentioning that like the stuff that you picked, just kind of like that Instagram mom style a little bit. I like that even though, so you said you would wear the pieces, but I like that you also kind of know the audience too. As much as you're thinking about these pieces being stuff that you would like, you're also thinking like, okay, I think this will get bought and stuff like that. Why is it important to kind of think like that as a business owner? Like what makes you think like that?
Because I know not everybody has the same style as me. And I don't want it to just be my style at the same time. I want it to be pieces that I love and I know I would wear. So when I saw those pieces, like I would wear that, and that would also be good for the store because there's a lot of girls that dress like that here in Fort Worth, or like here, period, you know? There's a lot of girls that dress like that. So I feel like, I don't know, I want to be able to cater to everyone. There is, I do also want to cater to like gay men or like drags, but I'm trying to figure out what I could do to be, you know, to be able to cater to them too. No, yeah. I just want to be able to cater to everybody, but with stuff that I like, you know?
I'm so excited, girl. Like, I don't know, guys. So what she came out with first already, you can see it on her website, or at the end, she'll give us her socials and y'all can go check out that stuff. The pieces, they're just beautiful. So I truly, when I say I can't wait to see what she comes out with, like, I mean it, y'all. I'm not just saying that. I guess to start kind of wrapping up, our audience, it's, you know, it's mainly women, mainly younger women and stuff, but really just kind of share whatever's on your heart for this. What advice do you have to somebody who, you know, they're wanting to get out there and make things happen for themselves?
If you're passionate about it, go for it. But if you're not and you're just doing it, I've noticed that there's like a lot of people, they want to be self-made or they want to be a boss or boss babe. And I just feel like too many people get wrapped up in the idea of it. Because I've seen this a lot. Because for me, in my bio, you don't even see that I'm like, I put owner of Sotiki or owner of Glam Things. In my bio, my personal bio, it says bookings and then it has at Glam Things. Like I feel like I'm not self-made yet. I have my own schedule and it's not, you know, like I do run my business or whatever, and that's all I have as my financial, you know, income or whatever. But like I don't think I'm there yet, and I feel like people want to be seen as self-made.
Yeah.
And they just do something just to do it, just so they can like, oh, I'm self-made. But really they're not. You know, does that make sense? So if you're just doing it for that, if you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, don't do it. If you're just doing it for social media clout, don't do it. You're gonna like, it's just not gonna work out. Yeah. I'm sorry, but God's not gonna let it work out.
It wasn't for you. You're trying to chase something that's not for you.
Yeah, like go figure out what you really want to do. Like don't do it just because everybody else is doing it. Like no, don't do that. Yeah, if you're passionate about it, go for it. But if you're just doing it for clout and just because you want someone to give you attention and call you a boss babe, don't do it. Like entrepreneur life or whatever you want to call it, or self-made, it's not fun. Like it's really not. Like don't do it just because, you know, everybody else is doing it. And like, I don't have insurance. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's things that people don't think about. Like if you get sick, like all that's gonna come out of pocket. Like it's real life stuff.
Like if you want to go be if you want to go be a doctor, go be a doctor. If you want to go be a nurse, go be a nurse. Like who cares if you're working under someone? You know what I mean? Like if that's what you're passionate about, go do it. This is my journey. Like this is just what it is, you know? And I feel like so it's funny because I think people think of me and they think I have money. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten that. Like, you got money, huh? Or like, you look like you got money. Like, you know, like I got money.
I have the audacity.
And I'm like
me where? You're like, hold on, you want to see my bank account? Like, hold up.
Like, I'm just showing you the good things in my life. You know what I mean? Like, or things I'm excited about. It's okay to have a 9-to-5 job. Like, it's okay to have those things.
I'm with you. I think more people need to hear that. And like we talked about this on another episode with somebody. He's an entrepreneur and stuff now, and he was talking about how like he quit his 9-to-5 because he like was kind of like you said, like with the idea of doing things on his own and making his own schedule and all this stuff, but he like made the decision kind of prematurely, and because of that, like now he's working again, and he's had to learn basically how to be okay with that. And I think people forget, like, yeah, you can chase your dream, but also make sure your stuff is in order. Like if you do enjoy your 9-to-5, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like I know people who they love being a secretary, like they truly do love it, and I'm with it. Like
yeah,
as long as you're happy,
it's okay.
You know?
Yeah,
we love a humble queen, man. I love it.
yeah.
Before we go, tell us where we can find you on, I guess, social media and then the website and stuff, because that's really where we need to go shop all your beautiful stuff.
You can find me at www.sotiki.com. Well, for my clothes, which there's not a lot of stuff under there right now. I'm working on it. My glam things is at glam, and then Tings, it's TINGZ. My personal social media is _Crystal Alanis.
Well, y'all, so this is Crystal Alanis. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all go check her out at Glam Things. Now that I know the correct pronunciation, check her out. Sotiki Boutique. Beautiful, beautiful clothing. And if you just want to follow a boss, humble, amazing person, go follow her personals as well. Thank you so much for joining us today, girl. I appreciate you. And I will catch y'all on the next episode.
All right, bye.